Set deep in the jungles of Rishikesh, you will find the most unlikely union of rock and roll versus spirituality. This is where the Beatles once stayed. The Ganges is that way, the Himalayas are that way. I'm Jack Thompson, this is Backpacker's Blueprint. Let's check it out. Good morning! Welcome back to Rishikesh. So, nice and easy day today. The plan is to go to the Beatles Ashram, which is about a 10-minute walk. The weather's much more comfortable here in Rishikesh. It's more chilled. It's a bit more westernised. You can find things like cafes with pasta and pizza, which I wasn't expecting. But it's a nice place to be, so we're going to take a walk down there, have a look at some of the architecture of these ashrams, and go from there. Right, I'll take a walk, I'll show you some of the journey as well. And then I'll meet you guys at the ashram. This is kind of like one of the beaches in Rishikesh where people just hang out and chill. The cows included. Really chilled. Hello. So we're nearly there now. We're just going through like the parking spaces and centre that everything seems to get to in Rishikesh. Everything seems to park down here, and you see there is that Indian staple in the background of a lot of plastic pollution that could be easily sorted out. Like it does frustrate you a little bit, but I'm just wondering if the ashram's going to be like that. I guess we'll find out in a minute. But yeah, we've just got a little bit further. We've got to walk down for a little forest section. Here we go. Now it's not cheap for entry. It's 1,200 rupees, which is actually probably one of the most expensive things I've paid for so far in the whole of India. I mean, to put that into context, I got from Delhi to Rishikesh for about the same price, all in. So that included the bus, a 6-hour bus, a boat, and a tuk-tuk. And it's cost the same amount as what entry will for this place. So hopefully it's good. And just like that, we are in. So this place is a tiger reserve, and uphill straight away, as well as the ashrams, and we'll get onto them in a sec. But you can see almost already it looks a little bit like an archaeological site. Kind of pretty actually, and it's a lot more shaded, so a bit cooler. Although I'm pleased I've got this because I've just put a lot of cold water on the backside of it that is now dripping down the back of my neck. So happy days. Right, let's look around. All circular. I'm guessing that's perhaps for the organic nature of them. Circle's much more symbolic of nature than the rectangle is. Oh, we've got a map. Oh, we're not even in yet. Okay, great. So all these stones were taken from the Ganga below and used to construct it, and they're effectively wrapping a reinforced concrete structure below. So these will all have been laid with cement, as you can see, and then just encased the concrete. It's kind of like a pizza oven in a weird way, but a very spiritual pizza oven. And the way they're clustered as well, it feels like there's like separate little villages. So like these guys here, there's a cluster of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 together, one here and then a gap, and then a couple here before another cluster here, and then there's another cluster that we're looking at right here. There's quite a few different clusters, so I think there would have been a lot of activity going on around here back into there. But you can see just how many there are. Kind of feels like I'm in a video game a bit. So these eerie looking buildings are where you would have stayed if you wanted to learn transcendental meditation. If you're a course participant, you would have stayed in one of these rooms. There are quite a lot of them, and the ones on the flip side actually look over the Ganges River. So it looks like up there are those iconic images that we can see from the graffiti, so we're going to try and get to them now. So it turns out there should be 84 ashrams, but and they're meant to represent the 84 postures of the yoga, but I don't know, it seems like there's a lot more to me, but what do I know? Toilet look. Cute that. Like little legs on top of the building. Don't know what these would have been for, maybe still meditating. I mean, the sounds that would have come out of them would have been pretty exquisite. I mean, even the ladder's a bit of a weird thing to do. I mean, what these are. If you guys know, then let me know. That'd be cool. So no health and safety tool, just a big old drop over the edge. Ooh, really ought to protect these actually. This is cool. Constructed in 1976, these would have been this would have been the lecture hall where course attendees would have had classes and learnt everything they needed to know about transcendental meditation. Let's go and take a look. The jungle setting's really cool, kind of makes you feel enclosed, safe, which is in total contrast to the building itself, which is stark, hard and quite rigid. But then you step outside and this is what you're greeted with. This little section is the kitchen, built in the 1960s, where vegetarian food would have been prepared. Nice and simple. You see the little grooves in the floor that I'm assuming are for cleaning. This is the founder's house, and you can see it's got a beautiful view over the river. But I'm standing on the roof as well. It's actually quite a modernist structure. It's got a little pool down here, look. And this would have been where the boss hung out. And this was the Maharishi's residence. You can see it looks really plush. Oh. It almost feels Japanesey in design, like very simple walls, and also like small screens at low level with high ones to get rid of the heat. Ventilation through there, views through here. You can imagine sitting on the floor here, just looking out to the world beyond. And the river beyond. I haven't seen the Beatles yet, but the monkeys are definitely here. Now I'm not sure if these are the bungalows or not, but I can't seem to find a indicator of where the bungalows are, so we're gonna have a quick look at these anyway and assume, you know, guys, if you're watching this, please comment and let me know which one you stayed in. Ringo, I'm a drummer too, so you know, help a brother out. But if it is this one, it's quite plush. You've got rooms here, here, all off the courtyard space in the middle. Bathroom, bedroom. You can see they all look out across the jungle. But I don't know if it was this one that they stayed at. But I think that's unfortunately as close as we're going to get to finding out, because I can't see, it's right top corner and there's nothing beyond it. So I think it's probably this one, but I honestly don't know. But it would have looked something like this, we do know that for sure. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm going to go and find myself a coffee because I think we've seen all we can see here. And please like and subscribe. I am going to head to Chandigarh next, which is the city that Le Corbusier designed with multiple other people, but it was basically a sandbox, blank canvas, and we're going to go and see if it worked as a city or not, and maybe ask some locals if they think it worked as a city. See you next time at Backpackers Blueprint.